I started my faculty career at Clarkson University, where I earned my PhD some 20 years ago. Now I'm at Arizona State, and I got into studying resilience. At first, it was infrastructure resilience. What happens when the hurricane comes? What happens in the earthquake? And because I'm a civil engineer, what do we do with our power systems and our highways? And it must have been 4 or 5 years ago, I realized that our infrastructure systems can only be as resilient as our people. Every disaster is a psychological challenge, not a challenge of concrete and steel. And so this got me going really deep into how do people respond to stress. At the same time, I was having my own stress in my own life. So I started reading everything about self-improvement. One of the books was Mike Cernovich's Gorilla Mindset. One of the things that Cernovich was writing about was taking cold showers. And I have a rule: when I get advice from people who are successful in ways that I want success, I have to try the advice. And that leaves me open to new ideas, and I can stay curious. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to take a cold shower because I read about it in this book. And I'm in there, screw you, Cernovich, and because cold showers make me angry. And the only way I can get through it is I'm cussing out this guy I've never met who wrote a good book. But there's something about my mindset that's how I got through the experience. And then Jason, my former student, now my partner at Morozko Forge, he asked me, have you ever heard of Wim Hof? Well, no, I've never heard of anything like this. Well, Jason says there's this breathing exercise that you do. It's relaxing, and then you get in an ice bath. And I'm going, well, these cold showers suck. Now, why? If cold shower was not a good experience, why would you go further into the ice bath? It seems like that's counterintuitive. But remember, Amate, I have a rule. So Jason comes to me and he says, you should try it out. Now I got to try an ice bath. Totally different. The people who are starting with cold showers, many of them they talk about the psychological difficulty, they talk about the physical pain. Many of them face the same obstacle that I encountered. And then many of them have the same experience when they go whole body, like up to their neck. There's shock, right? The first 15, 30 seconds are tough, but then there's a relaxation. We measure this in the brain. The brain waves come down into a meditative state. And even if their toes hurt or their fingers hurt, there's some things you can do. When I started, I tucked them under my armpits. I left my toes out of the water, and I got this incredibly different experience. It built resilience in me. It meant that I could go into the challenging situation and I could take control of my mind, my thoughts, and my body. And I could come through that difficulty feeling stronger and more energized.